Hi there folks, my name's NovaWrap24 and welcome to the NovaWrap, your one-stop location for your simulation release news and goings on from the week that was. And here we are for the final episode of 2021 here on Sunday the 21st of November, and what an episode we have got for you tonight. So let's jump straight into it with the release this week for Microsoft Flight Simulator of their Game of the Year edition of The Sim, also known as Sim Update 7. So this is a free update to the Sim. Now, I know some of you may say, but Nova, you don't cover updates to things very night. Well, that's kind of true. Well, it basically is true, except when it's something this big, because this essentially is a major, it is a major update, but it gives a whole heap of new content for free to us, the flight simulation community. Not least of all, the fact it brings us 5 brand new aircraft to the Sim, all in fairly significant detail as well. Starting with possibly the most awaited one, and honestly the one I was the most surprised to see listed as being released, their edition of the Boeing FA-18 Super Hornets. Along with that one, because most of us were expecting that officially that was originally delayed, being the fact that it was going to be released as part of the Top Gun DLC, of course in partnership with Paramount Pictures. So very surprising to see that released in the Game of the Year edition, but a welcome addition nonetheless. Along with the Super Hornet with the Rhino, we also saw the release of the Pilatus PC-6 Porter, high-wing turboprop STOL aircraft. We also saw the release of the Cub Crafters NX Cub, or basically a nose wheel variant of the X Cub that was previously released in the Sim. We also saw the release of the Aviat Pit Special S1S and a new eVTOL called the Volo City, which is a experimental craft and kind of interesting. So all of these aircraft are brand new release for the simulator, and according to the press release from Microsoft, they are all original creations specifically designed for the new Sim. The PC-6 Porter was developed by Hans Hartmann, which is partnership, which is one of the Aerosoft known developers. Originally going to be planned for as a payware release, but of course they've given us to it as a free release. So pretty damn cool. I've flown all of these except the Porter. I haven't flown the Porter yet, and overall, really quite significantly impressed with the release of the Super Hornet, the Rhino. It's missing all the tactical features, but I kind of expected that, but it flies for the most part like the real jet does. Few issues here, the FCS isn't quite right, but overall, visually, model-wise, texture-wise, and flight dynamics-wise, it's pretty damn spot on. Cub Crafters Angus Cub, a lot of fun, nice having a nose wheel STOL aircraft. Pit Special S1S is kind of fun as well, particularly with the Reno expansion, which we'll talk about a little bit later on. And the eVTOL is quirky, weird. I'll be honest, I'm kind of scarred from dealing with eVTOLs, but this one's kind of interesting, though it does have a known bug with the fact that if you start it from cold and dark, you can't actually fire the avionics up. So both the Sim Update 7 overall sort of gave us a lot of content. It also gave us 8 new handcrafted airports. Across a variety of destinations, including one which we actually see a payware release airport come out this week as well, which is kind of interesting, as well as a variety of new photogrammic cities across the world included, along with 14 new tutorials to give you the ability to give you the idea of how to do bush flying and amphibious flight, as well as instrument flight rules using the Cessna 172, along with a slew of other features and bug fixes, including the addition of DX12 support and the inclusion now of a replay system. Please note, however, that the replay system is only available if you have dev mode switched on, so please understand that at the moment. I'm not going to go through all the slew of bug fixes that have come through there as well. Now, I do want to take a moment to say that yes, there are some bugs that have come out with this. Absolutely, Microsoft are aware of them and they are working to fix them. Particularly, as I said, the avionics not working correctly on the Velocity, and a few other sort of quirks things happening there as well. A few other third-party developers have acknowledged and noted that there are issues with coding of many of their gauges from third-party devs, and they are all working fervently to give us updates to our Sim experience as well. Now, as I'll reiterate this again, folks, that if you have a bug, please please actually report it to Microsoft. So actually go to their Zendesk support desk, actually lodge a support ticket so they can track it and they can see it, because they can't fix what they can't see. Venting about something on a Facebook forum is not going to help you get the result that you want. So just bear that in mind. Otherwise, folks, this huge update comes to us free of charge from Microsoft and is available as an in-sim download, available now. Released at the same time as Sim Update 7, we also saw the release of the Reno Air Race expansion for Microsoft Flight Simulator, which adds a whole new game mode into our flight simulation experience, and it gives it in quite a fairly unique way as well. In some ways, it sort of gives us back and harks us back to the acceleration pack. And in some ways, I kind of feel like this is the acceleration pack of Microsoft Flight Simulator from the old FSX days. So the Reno Air Race expansion pack is available in two different versions, the base pack and then the full collection. So what this does is it gives you the a new game mode, which is the Reno Air Races, which gives you the option of doing time trials, where it's you against the clock in up to 4 different classes of air racing: the Unlimited class, the T6 Texan class, the Jet class, and the Biplane class. So they are the 4 race modes, sort of race classes available to you for either time trial or competitive instance racing with up to 8 players. So you can go head to head against up to 8 other aviators from anywhere around the world. Now, the base collection gives you access to all of this and gives you 1 aircraft from each of the 4 race classes. The other option is there is also the full collection available to you as well, which gives you an additional 10 aircraft from each of the racing classes. So for the Unlimited class, so all the Unlimited aircraft are Mustangs, North American Mustangs, either P-51, P-51Ds, F-51Ds, or P-51As. The Texan class gives you 10 T6 Texans or derivatives with T6s, AT6s, or SNJs. The Jet class are all Aero L-39 Albatross, and then the Biplane class are all Aviat Pitt Special S1S. Now, I know many of you may ask, why would you buy the full collection when it's just, a bunch of liveries? It's actually not just a bunch of liveries, and I really want to stress this one, is that they are not just liveries. They are actually each one of these additional 10 aircraft that you get in the full collection for each of the racing classes are unique. They have custom performance, custom specifications, custom flight dynamics to actually make them true representations of their real-life counterparts, because each of those 10 are licensed reproductions of the actual real-life counterparts, including Miss America, which for many FSX aficionados will recognize from back in those days as well. You got Strega, Voodoo, Baron's Revenge, Six Cat, American Spirit, and Pipsqueak, of course, the fastest of the L-39 Albatri. So it isn't just a skin pack. I really want to stress that you're not paying for just a bunch of skins. You're actually paying for different custom flight dynamics. Why is that important? So if you're doing the head-to-head racing as the head-to-head instance racing, I'll be honest, it doesn't matter. So at the moment, you get a standardized, your external models visually will be different, but your actual flight dynamics will be exactly the same no matter what aircraft you fly, if you're flying the head-to-head competitive mode. If, however, you're doing the time trial mode, which is you against the clock, that will take advantage of your aircraft's custom flight dynamics, custom performance. So all you need to do is look at the top 10 sort of stats for the race, so the best times for any of them, and you will find funnily enough, they correspond to their real life counterpart. The L-39, the Jet class, for example, every single one of them is Pipsqueak, which actually does to this day hold the current performance record at Reno. So is there a reason to get the pack? That is completely up to you, but it is something that I said, I have the pack. I previewed it on a live stream on launch day, and for me, I found it to be a bucket ton of fun and did appreciate the different flight dynamics. So Is it up to? It's up to you if you want to. If you're just wanting to dip your toes in it and just go for the basic pack, then that's fine. $20 for the basic pack gives you, as I said, the access to all the Reno race modes, the Reno custom scenery, both the in world scenery and also the instance version of the scenery with the air race theme, and as well as one aircraft from each of the 4 classes. So that is available for $20 from the InSim marketplace. If you want to expand out your horizons and go for the full online racing experience with the additional 40 aircraft, so that is bundled with the base pack for $60. So that'll give you 44 aircraft in total, plus the race modes, plus the scenery inclusions. Now, if you're, however, only interested in, say, one particular class, then that's fine too. You can pick up the base pack and then purchase just one class of the aircraft to get the 10 aircraft for that particular class. So Microsoft have really done the best they can to sort of give us choice and give us options. Personally, for me, I love the full pack. Highly recommend that one. So pick that one. That would be my recommendation. But again, as I said, up to you. Look for those available now from the InSim store, starting from $20 available now. Continuing on with Microsoft Flight Simulator releases now moving on to airports. This week is still the release from Digital Design of a reboot of their rendition of Leipzig Hull Airport for Microsoft Flight Simulator. So previously released for FSX and rebuilt into Prepared, and now re-released for MSFS. I honestly, I'm not sure whether it's an update or not of this airport. The description is very, very generic. Looking at the preview images, though, it does look like they have actually updated some of the models, particularly the road, the highway that actually goes underneath the taxiway. It does look like they have updated those models. But what is interesting, though, is that this airport was possibly bad timing for them, because this airport is also one of the handcrafted airports that's released as part of the Game of the Year, the free Game of the Year expansion edition. So it might be worth checking it out in Sim there first before you look at picking this one up. So just something to be aware of for your flight simulation pleasure. If you want to pick this one up, you can pick this one up for $18 or your original equivalent, available now from Orbix Direct. Sticking with Orbix releases, and this time for another interesting one for Microsoft Flight Simulator. This time it saw the release of a terrain mesh, the next of the terrain mesh from the team at Orbix for Himalaya and Central Asia. So this provides a full LOD, so a 10-meter resolution terrain mesh for the whole of the Himalayan mountain range and much of Central Asia. So this terrain mesh provides an update to the mesh of the ships with the sim, gives you a more crisp and more sharper experience for your mountaintops and your ridges and valleys in a little bit more detail. It doesn't provide any additional imagery or replace any imagery like that. All it does is that the skeleton, as it were, that the imagery that's downloaded from Bing wraps around is more defined and more like it's more detailed than the one that ships with the default sim. So if you want to pick this one up, you can pick this one up for $10 or your original equivalent, available now from Orbix Direct. Continuing on with MSFS releases, this time from Latin VFR, saw the latest and I believe the final in the release of their Airport Reality Expansion series with the release of Middle East and Africa sets. So this, same as it did before, this replaces a variety of ground vehicles at your airports with ones that are sort of more suitable for the actual airports of that area. This particular set covers Africa and the Middle East and updates, as I said, variety of ground, including pushback trucks, follow me cars, catering trucks, fuel trucks, etc., etc., etc. This now completes the set, so you now have full global coverage now across their previously released European, North American, Asian, and South American packs. You pick this one up from the Latin VFR store for $9 or your original equivalent, available now from Latin VFR. In another sort of experience-related addition this week, saw the release from Aerosoft of their Simple Traffic add-on. Now, this is an add-on that's been going through quite a bit of sort of tumultuous sort of development, having gone from saying yes, it's coming, to no, it's not coming, to it's cancelled, to oh, it's delayed, to cancelled, to back on, and all over the place and backwards and forwards. Essentially, what this does is at its core, core, this one reskins your default AI sim objects that are provided. So the AI traffic models that are provided natively with the sim, it reskins them with liveries from real world airlines. Now, I'm getting a bit of conflicting information from this one. It's sort of some of the press information says 175, some say 140, some say 160. So 100. We're going to settle in the middle somewhere and say 160-ish airlines are covered with this one, with real world airlines, with all their custom liveries. They do promise future updates as well. Don't know how long what the update release rhythm is going to be like, but they do say because it's going to be included stuff as well. It is designed to match with the real life traffic data that Microsoft's live traffic has. So in theory, if you have an aircraft that's covered in the sim and it's flying, and it's covered in this pack and it's flying in your sim, flying in real life, then you should see it appear in your sim. Subject to MSFS's quirks as it does. Additionally, though, as well as supporting live traffic, it also provides a variety of offline AI routes as well. So if you're choosing to not fly with live traffic and you're choosing to fly with sort of representational AI traffic, much like we do with X-Plane and Prepared and with FSX, then those traffic routes routings are included with as well, with over 1,400 traffic routes included across the globe. So kind of cool for this one. So that's definitely going to that definitely sort of sets it apart from some of the other releases for this one. But if you wanted to add this to your simulator experience, you can pick this one up for $15 or your original equivalent, available now from Airsoft. Moving out of the Microsoft Flight Simulator world and moving into the world of Prepared, this week saw developer iFly reboot their release of their rendition of their version of the 737 Next Generation. So this is in their advanced series. This is their base pack, which includes both the 737 Next NG 800 and 900 variants for Prepared V5, and is a complete overhaul of their previously released version of this pack. Now, this is designed to work, supports only Prepared V5.2 and above, and DX12, including in the enhanced atmospherics as well. Full support for PBR texturing, PBR materials, updated electronic flight bag, whole heap of features through here. Essentially, it's a paid update, this one. I'll be honest, I don't fly Tubeliner, so I don't know how this compares to the normal go-to for 737s, which is obviously PMDG. I don't know. I'm going to have to defer to you in the community to figure this one out. It is, however, significantly cheaper in price. I will point that out. So we're talking $70 for the base pack for this one. If you are a previous owner of their version of this for Prepared or FSX, then you have an option then you have up to a 25% discount available to you when you purchase via the Flight One store. So there you go. Reading through the feature list, it looks like they've got a reworked exterior model with fully functional and a variety of fully functional animations throughout, including WindFlex, variety of custom and supported systems, including support for an working weather radar, along with custom EFIS programming and a variety of supports for a variety of engine options of the CFM 567B in 6 different variations. So it looks pretty good. But again, I don't fly airliners, so I'm not going to have to defer to the rest of the community for that one. But if you want to pick this one up, you can pick this one up for $70 or your original equivalent, available now from Flight One. Moving out of Prepared and moving into the world of X-Plane. So this week the release from the team at Sim Solutions. So this week the release of their rendition of the Diamond DA40 Next Generation. So this one, of course, will be very well known to those flying Microsoft Flight Simulator. So this is a 2-seat side-by-side trainer and touring aircraft. Sorry, 4-seat touring and training aircraft, manufactured and designed in Austria, and serving throughout the world with over 500 produced. So this aircraft, it looks pretty good. As I said, it's got a fully modeled interior and it's custom accurate 3D model both internally and externally. Full support for 4K PBR texturing throughout. Custom avionics systems, including custom functioning doors, custom FMOD sound system with AviTab integration, supporting the Laminar G1000 with custom engine instruments. A variety of custom animations as well, and a complete pilot's guide included as well. So this one looks, I got to admit, it looks really, really good. Like, it looks pretty damn cool. It looks very similar to the Microsoft Flight Simulator one. So, yeah, if X-Plane is your sim of choice and you're looking for a good GA sort of trainer aircraft, then this might be the aircraft for you. So if you want to pick this one up, you can pick this one up for $25 or your original equivalent, available now from AnyBuilds. Moving out of X-Plane 11 and moving into a slightly flight simulation of a slightly different kind, the team over at Bandai Namco released their latest piece of DLC for Ace Combat 7 with the release of their cutting-edge aircraft series set. So this is the latest, obviously this is the latest in their series of DLC. So this one includes 3 new aircraft. And so you get the FA-18F Super Hornet Block 3, you get the F-2A Super Kai, and the MiG-35D Super Fulcrum. Each of these come with with their different special weapons, each one including 7 skins, including a variety of custom ones from the vast Ace Combat lore. Now, each of those aircraft is available separately. However, if you buy it together as part of the one pack, as part of the series set pack, you also get a bonus of 10 additional emblems to blazon your or any of your aircraft with, along with 13 additional skins for a variety of different aircraft throughout the sim. And if you wanted to pick this one, pick this one up and add this to your simulation experience, you can pick this up for $13 or your original equivalent, available now from Steam or your console store. Moving out of flight simulation and moving into the permanent way this week for Train Simulator, we saw the release of Deutsche Bahn. Thank you very much to the viewers who pointed up. Oh, you're absolutely right. I do apologise. You are correct. I should remember that, Kevin, given that I used to live in Germany, that Bahnhof is train station, Bahn is train. So yes, Deutsche Bahn, BR247 locomotive. High-powered diesel engine, which is designed to work and do a lot of shunting and a lot of clearing of lines. So this gives us in a high detailed rendition of the train, along with the fully authentic and detailed cab with custom animations and authentic controls, with full support for PCB and CIFA safety systems, along with 5 career scenarios for the Salzburg-Mondorf route. Now, if you want to add this one to your train simulation experience, you can pick this one up for $20 or your original equivalent, available now on Steam. In another train release for Train Simulator, it's just always the evergreen. I was about to say Train Simulator 2020. It's not 2022, but it's all the same. Anyway, we also saw the release of the Deutsche Bahn BR187 freight train as well. So another freight train for this one, coming to us again, a highly detailed rendition of the electric locomotive in the Deutsche Bahn red livery, with custom accurate internal and external 3D model with authentic cab controls, safety systems, yada yada yada. 3 career scenarios for this one, so interesting. 5 in the other. Normally there's 5. There's only 3 in this one. Anyway, 3 career scenarios, and if you want the same price for this one, so $20 or your original equivalent, available now on Steam. In another release for Train Simulator this week, solution of a scenario pack for the Tehachapi Pass in, wow, I really messed that up, in the mountains of California. So this gives us, this comes to us from developer High Iron Simulations, and gives us a variety of different freight hauling options throughout the rugged mountain ranges of California, using the Southern Pacific's rugged EMD SC45T or potent GE AC4400s or Dash 840 BWs. So it gives you 10 custom scenarios for the Tehachapi Pass Mojave to Bakersfield route. However, it also does require a bunch of add-ons as well, so please make sure that you do look into the add-on requirements, because it looks like that we're talking about, I think, 5 different routes and 2 different train add-ons must be purchased in order to make full use of all of the scenarios that are available in this pack. But if you do want to pick this one up, you can pick this one up for $10 or your original equivalent, available now from Steam. And then rounding out the NovaWrap this week, from moving out of the permanent way and moving into the road to round out the NovaWrap this week, I saw for OMSI 2 the release of their latest bus, with the release of the City Bus M301. I have almost no information about this from the product page, by the way. So apparently it's a highly detailed model of an 11-meter long high-floor 3-door city bus, equipped with a Euro 3 turbocharged diesel engine with 3-speed automatic gearbox. Detailed 3D model and detailed 3D model both internally and externally based on scale drawings and photo sessions with real buses, photoreal interior and exterior with custom photoreal snow and dirt overlays that are realistically applied to the vehicle during a variety of weather conditions. So that's kind of cool. With custom engine and miscellaneous sounds recorded from an actual bus included with this pack as well. And you can pick this one up for $10 or your original equivalent, available now on Steam. And with that, folks, that does now round out the NovaWrap, not only for this week, but also for this year. So, folks, I want to say a huge heartfelt thank you to each and every one of you for tuning in and sharing the simulation journey with me throughout the world, throughout the new releases in our various different virtual worlds throughout the year. It has been a challenging year for all of us for a variety of reasons, and it's been wonderful to be able to share this experience with you all. I just hope that in some small way I've been able to help you and maybe entertain you, but mostly I hope that I've been able to give you some insight into the virtual worlds that we all enjoy residing within. And I hope that you've found this little video to be somewhat beneficial, and I hope to see you again next year on the channel here, as we share more new releases, as we share reviews, new releases, and playthroughs throughout our experience here on YouTube and on Twitch as well. So, folks, thanks very much for watching. Take care. Be safe. Enjoy your festive season, however you may celebrate. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the year, and I look forward to seeing you next time in 2022. Take care. Safe skies all, and we'll see you next time. We'll see you next year. Bye for now.